As you can see, I don't know what day this is. I know that I started on this website in March, and it is now almost June. And this site is through Showit 5. And if you could, let me go up to kind of show you where I started with them, how many questions I've asked them, and how many links they've sent me back instead of actually helping me. This started on May 23rd. But if we go back, you'll see see all where I've reached out and asked for help. This is I think this is 7 weeks ago, which is almost 2 months where I've been asking for help with Showit 5 and not gotten really anywhere. I figured most of the stuff out by myself. This is supposed to be a click, drop, and drag type of website interface, and it's just not really been a really good experience. It's been really frustrating. I've just been trying to go back and forth with these people, mainly this guy Ben, who is active but has not helped me. It's 7:52 now in Kobe, Japan, which I had no idea that they were even in a different country, let alone, I'd never be able to actually get someone on the phone. 7 weeks later, I've been paying on this site. First time I published it was I think Saturday, and it didn't come up. It's just been a disaster. Now this Ben guy has asked me on more than one occasion, or informed me that he was too busy to help me. If you see about 5 weeks ago was my first contact with him, and it was about a drop-down menu. He was so excited that I had joined the team of Showit. I purchased my site template through HQ Live. And they said that they would go through and help me with my mistakes or what have you. Then I got down here to Ben. He was so excited to help me. Actually, he never actually resolved any of my problems. Basically, he was always too busy to help me. He'd always refer me back to some type of user manual that they have where it's long, complicated, and just very frustrating. And they'd always refer you back to the user manual. I just discovered that they do have YouTube videos on their site, which are equally confusing. Let me go here, youtube.com, and Showit. Uh-oh. I've been doing a lot of research on this since the beginning of the year and trying to figure out which drag and click interface that I would go to, and I stumbled upon Showit. I listened to a podcast with Jenna Kutchner, and I saw her face on Showit, and I was just immediately excited to use it because she was using it, and I was a real fan of her podcast, which is the business podcast. I've gotten so frustrated. My actual video is not showing up on Showit 5. I did a quick review on Showit 5 myself, and I see that it's not showing up. So I'm going to go back and fix my keywords, because people like me who are entrepreneurs, business owners, who just have decided to go on this venture to do their site themselves, really don't want to, unless of course they are in web design, they don't want to spend 8 weeks on their website when they barely have time in the day to actually do their regular everyday business owner stuff, for lack of a better word. But how they trick you into getting this site is their graphics are really good. Their user interface is really bad. It's this website was typically for photographers, and then they started to venture out and their target market began to venture out into small business owners. So when they did this is how I found out about them. It took me like a few months to really figure out which interface that I wanted to go to. And I finally, after comparing Squarespace and Showit 5, I decided to go with Showit 5 based on how polished it looked, and based on everyone else saying that you'd be very limited to if you decided to choose Squarespace. Excuse me. If you decided to choose Squarespace. And I didn't want to be limited to the SEOs, and I like the polished look of Showit 5. So I said, let me go with Showit 5, even though Squarespace has everything you would absolutely need and amazing customer service, which Showit 5 doesn't. As you can see, I've been messaging them for now it's going into 8 weeks. And if you can see, they've just been sending me responses and screenshots of stuff that is so not helpful. And it's just so frustrating that they would continue to take people's money and people would continue to sign up for this site, and they're not helping you with creating something that you have invested in. First of all, they give you all of these different people that you can buy their website template from, when they're all really amazing, but it's another fee for that but you can also use one of their free templates, which is what I should have done, because I ended up paying like $300 for a template. Really excited, was thinking that it was going to be really easy, click, drop. And as you can see, like all day, this is what I've been doing for 7 weeks. All I've been doing is